Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. It's a dog fight in New Zealand. It's a dog fight in Christchurch. And New Zealand are currently not the underdog, they are the dog on the top. So, Kunal, Pratik, and Manisha are joining with me on today's episode when we are seeing a possible history making moment tomorrow when New Zealand can actually win this. They are just 6 wickets away. Similarly, Australia are 203 runs away. And what's your reaction, guys? Today, Matt
Yeah, so the
Henry's
first,
spell. I mean, yeah, go on, Kunal.
yeah, the first thing I wanted to say is I think it's been 31 years since New Zealand defeated Australia in a test match at their home. So, I mean, this is like a really big thing. Yesterday night when I
Yes.
went to sleep, I thought कि नहीं ठीक है न्यूजीलैंड से कहाँ ही हो पाएगा ये.
Yeah.
But today morning when I
Yeah.
woke up, I'm like, oh my God, Rachin Ravindra scored 80 runs, Williams scored a half century, Darren Mitchell scored a century, and they actually have a big lead of 250 plus in the fourth innings, which is not going to be easy at all. And after that, Kiwis come in and they take Aussies head on, and Aussies are 77 for 4. I was like really surprised to see this. I was not expecting Australia to, maybe total out like this. This is the best opportunity New Zealand has to actually win a test match, and it's that test match to lose now. Really surprised with how
They
Kiwis are playing today, though.
they were actually 38 for 4. But yeah, well summarized. I mean, if day two was good, this was better. And as a New Zealand fan, I'm in the sky right now. You can see the earth behind me. I'm on the moon. So what a performance by New Zealand. Matt Henry, Rachin Ravindra, Daryl Mitchell, even after dropping that catch. Yeah, but
Yeah.
superb
And Ben
performance
Sears
by
with
New
his ball.
Zealand.
Oh my God.
And we can see the victory now from for New Zealand from here on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you think about Australia in the first innings, it felt like New Zealand has almost given up. We just had Matt Henry coming in, running hard and hitting these guys with his bowls. I mean, wow. Big story of redemption from Kiwis.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
And
in fact, in our group, there are so many Aussie fans. They are, we had questions like, what can make you think that New Zealand will win this? But for me, it is Matt Henry. I mean, Shikhar has always been very vocal about Matt Henry, but
Yeah.
literally that guy took 7 wickets in the
Mm.
first against Australia, and now also he's not giving up. I think 7 or 8 overs in trot he just bowled, and then
9.
he took
Yeah.
nine,
rest.
nine.
Nine,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah, 9. So that
Hmm.
shows that he's not going to give up. But what I'm bit afraid is the moment you give some leash to any one of the partnership of Australia and they bloom, they just take the match away. And even though 4 wickets fell, the way Marsh and Head are there, I was saying, right, I'm more scared of Marsh now because he's in some different rhythm since some time.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
that partnership blooms, it is again difficult. So the bowlers, New Zealand, Kiwi bowlers, they have to think that they can win, and that is how they have to bowl right now. They should not
Hmm.
like be whitewashed now. It's really bad on them if they do.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
To
mean,
to start the day, I mean, let's start from the beginning because they were 94 runs behind New Zealand, and the start was good for the first time. They got a good start. Latham batted well. Williamson batted well. They had a 100-run partnership, which was again followed by a 120-run partnership between Mitchell and Ravindra. And Ravindra is always, for me, nowadays the key batsman of New Zealand because he's the one who plays with the most aggressive intent and looks to score always. So what happened there is Ravindra took on the bowling and he scored 82 runs in real quick time because today he started the day with just 19 on the board. He moved to 82 quickly, and it was after that new ball was taken because they looked absolutely comfortable till the new ball was not in the picture. And once the new ball was taken, it was Pat Cummins with with the wicket of Rachin Ravindra. And this is the third time I'm seeing Pat Cummins taking Rachin Ravindra's wicket at a crucial time in three different formats. So the first time I saw it was in Dharamshala in ODI World Cup. Then in just the concluded T20 series, again Rachin was on fire. He had some 68 of 34 when Pat Cummins picked him, and today again he was on 82 and looking to take that target to 350 plus because when Rachin got out, when Mitchell got out, it was 180 for 3. Effectively, New Zealand were 180 for 3, and the lead could have been the 7 wickets. I was at least expecting them to contribute 150 more. So I was
yeah.
expecting a 330 target, but there was a collapse kind of 90 for 7. it was not as bad of a collapse because of Scott Kugelein's hitting. Otherwise, it could have been
Yeah.
50-7 or something like that.
He was so good. He was so good.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
And Nathan Lamb also bowled so well. Like,
Yeah.
he tempted the batsmen. They were trying to hit him for sixes,
Yeah.
and he
I
took
think
those
the
wickets.
only bowler of Aussie who was not good is Stark. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Hmm.
Stark sometimes he just,
He was
I
good
mean,
in
we
the first
overhype
innings,
him
though.
sometimes, I
Like,
feel. I don't know.
Hmm.
yeah, we have been telling you this on the channel that Boland should be playing in place of Stark, but he bowled well in the first innings, though. He used his Yorkers again, which was good to see.
Yeah. But
Stark is a random kind of guy. Matlab,
exactly.
Yeah.
he's never bowling in the
I
channel consistently. He bowls a Yorker, then he bowls a in-swinger.
True.
Suddenly, out of nowhere,
he's
something
a
can come up.
legend in the white ball, though. Like, he's a very good
Yeah,
white ball
he's a
bowler.
really
Yeah.
good limited overs bowler, but at Test mein, he has not always realized his potential.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And maybe Australia
Again,
want a bowler like him because they already have two bowlers who are so accurate, like Hazelwood and Cummins. So they just want some
Comments.
randomness from Stark. And even Cameron Green is very accurate.
Mm.
So they just want some
Mm.
random stuff from Stark. So that's what he's been
True.
doing up. That's what he did in the first innings. He got that opening wicket, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, and he got Latham out also in the first test. So yeah,
Yeah.
he does
Yeah.
his job. But the only thing is, this time New Zealand batted really well. I mean, credit to
Yeah.
everyone, including Scott Kugelheim. And I was a bit disappointed with Saudi at the end because first innings he batted really well, and I was thinking if he can take that score past 300, it would have been
Yeah.
great. But we have to talk about Matt Henry's spell. What a spell that was, 9 overs, and I've never seen Australia look so scared. They were terrified of Henry today.
yeah, sorry, I'm distracted. I'm actually looking at the same thing again, like you said about Stark. So to support that evidence, to support that statement, like I'm seeing that career strike rate of Hazelwood is 2.8 and career strike rate of Cummins is 2.9. And for
Hmm.
Stark, it's 3.5. So what that also happens is teams are trying to score boundaries of Stark, and that again creates an opportunity that wicket will fall. So yeah, maybe I think that's the reason they have Stark consistently playing as the third seamer.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt Henry's 9 over spell just terrorized the Aussies, and I've called on this channel before. Ben Sears is the one for the future. What's your reaction to Ben Sears' amazing spell?
This
And
is
luckily, Saudi brought him early. Otherwise, I thought Saudi is going to bore us with another 8 over spell. But luckily, Ben Sears came in and he bowled that terrific spell with bounce and pace.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one for the future. He got Babar Azam. He got all the big guns. So I'm really backing Ben
We're
Sears for the future.
finally seeing his talent in the test cricket as well now. Like he bowled beautifully, he challenged, he put Labuschagne under so much pressure. If you look at it, like Labuschagne, he actually is coming back from a very good knock. So even after that, he's getting out twice actually in 1 over because there was he would have been out in the previous delivery if the catch was taken. And again, like we said, New Zealand had those players like Saudi and bowled for years, but they were never that fast, like how Sears is consistently bowling over 140 plus. He's a treat to watch, and the lengths he's hitting
Yeah.
on this pitch
And
is
also
beautiful.
just coming as a replacement in the second test, because I think William got injured, right? William O'Rourke, he got injured, and that's how Ben Sears
Yeah.
came in picture. So much pressure on him, but he's just being a good aid to Matt Henry, and I think these two only can turn the game tomorrow. Somehow they have to at least take the wicket of Head and Marsh, and then I think it is pretty sorted.
Yeah, I mean, it will not be easy. Aussies have a
Not
strong
easy.
batting lineup till Stark, but I think it's advantage New Zealand already. It's never easy to score that many runs on a fourth innings.
I'm going to
Yeah,
say
especially when ball is doing
that Head looked really nervous today. I've never seen Head so nervous. And the commentator Brendan Julian was actually doing the commentary, and he was saying things like Head is afraid to play a false shot. It's not like that there is pressure on him on his position, but it's like if he plays a wrong shot here and Australia loses the test match. We have seen Australia, we have seen Head play very, very carefree. We have seen him just taking on, but Australia is not in a losing position in those situations. And today, Head looked very scared. He actually got a few loose balls, but he just tried to, play them with the straight bat or just nudge them for a single. He's looking very, and Manisha is right. because Marsh is looking much more confident. He came out and he went for it. I mean, if you see
Oh,
that
yeah.
43-run partnership, it's mostly Mitchell
Marsh.
Marsh who has scored, because he's having that form from Pakistan series, West Indies series. So he's just continuing the way he's playing. But Head is a lot scared, and I think tomorrow the pressure is
Yeah.
going to be on Head. They have to start with Henry and Sears. If New Zealand make a mistake and think that Saudi will bowl, or Kugeline is injured anyway, I think he's not completely fit. But I think Saudi and Henry and Sears have to start the spell, and
Yeah.
morning is going to be very crucial for New
Yeah.
Zealand.
And also one more
Excellent
point to
point,
add,
actually.
because, you said, right, you were disappointed by Saudi when he came to bat in the second inning. I'm more disappointed in Glenn Phillips. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
Hmm.
he's such a
Why
superb
he didn't
player.
play
Why
natural
he,
game? Yeah.
why
Hmm.
he doesn't play his natural game? What happens to him? He's not like some newcomer or someone who has to be taught, like, you are
Hmm.
already in the game. You should know that you have to take a 300 lead. You could have taken, but I don't know
Hmm.
what is
His
sometimes happens.
counter-attacking cricket has helped New Zealand in all the Test cricket he has played.
Hmm.
He's always helped the team by playing the
Hmm.
counter-attacking knocks. So
Hmm.
don't know why he just thought like, okay, Kugeline is already hitting the ball. Maybe I'll just take the back seat. But if he would have attacked with Kugeline, they would have breached 300. It
Yeah.
would have said 300 to 25.
Actually,
Yeah,
Manisha
and
brought a
honestly, I
very,
was nervous
very
because
great
that
point.
300 is like a mental number, but the way New Zealand started, like, completely blew away Australia. And Steven Smith failed again as a Test opener. We
That
have
is
been saying it's
established
not the
now.
ideal
No,
position.
that is established now.
Yeah.
He is not a good
I mean,
test.
yesterday, Manisha, I wrote that message in the group that I am probably not going to wake up, but my dream is to see Rachin and Phillips counter attack. And Rachin did his part at least, but Phillips actually failed on his part, because he really needed to come good this innings. But I am hoping now with the ball, because the pitch is starting to turn. I don't know what is happening with New Zealand pitches. All pitches are spinner friendly, and we saw the way he got out to Lyon. I think he's going to have a big say in the fourth innings tomorrow,
Yes,
especially
yes.
with the ball. So let's see.
New
Let's hope
New
Phillips
Zealand
makes
is
a good.
becoming the best place to play Test cricket, man. I'm saying move the next World Test Championship final there. Last year also we saw some close matches, some extremely close matches there, and the pitch is providing everything. Like, if you're a good batter, you play with patience, you have runs. There is something always for fast bowlers, and now ball is turning so well in New Zealand pitches. It's a great place to watch Test cricket, and very
WTC
amazing,
should
very.
be New Zealand.
Yeah, definitely. And Shikhar, that thing about the dream, if you remember, 2 weeks ago we met and we dreamt that New Zealand will put up a fight on the last day trying to chase that big score, but that didn't happen. But for us,
Mm.
fortunately, it happened this time. Rachin played well, Mitchell played well,
Yes.
and they actually posted
And
a
also,
big total for
Latham,
Australia.
Tom Latham. I mean, we
Yeah.
might hate him, we might dislike him, but
I do.
to stand the ground, and giving confidence, he was really played
Yeah.
well.
Pratik wrote on the group, I think, how is Latham able to bat? That was funny. But now I
Yeah.
think 204 runs actually look a lot far away, and it's going to be interesting, because I don't think Australia have the batting. To be honest, Head and Marsh are good, and next is Carey, and next is Stark. So to be honest, I
Yeah.
don't have much expectations. Carey, I think, has gone totally to the bewilderment uh, after the Ashes. He's been horrible. He's been just horrible, and I don't see him coming back. And also, we mentioned that big brother, small brother thing last test when we were discussing that Australia are the big brother, and they are actually the big bully. They always dominate New Zealand. Even doesn't matter how good New Zealand are, they always manage to
Yeah.
dominate New
Yeah.
Zealand. But there's a great chance for New Zealand to show that we can beat you. And another
Mm.
good thing about New Zealand pitches, Pratik, is it gets better to bat on the fourth day. If the ball
That's the
gets
one
hold,
thing I would have been concerned of had Smith or Khwaja. One of them would have been still there. But now,
hmm,
since we have got the top order, I'm not too
hmm,
worried.
hmm,
Yeah, if Smith or Khwaja was there, then it would have been an evens game even at this position.
yeah.
So, but now I would say 90% New Zealand. It will take a miracle now to take this
Yeah.
game away from New Zealand.
Yeah, there was actually a good debate between Brendan Julian and the New Zealand commentator on what is the target, because Brendan Julian was
Yeah.
saying 250, 280 will be a good target, but New Zealand commentators are nervous like us. So they were saying 350 plus, because pitch gets better to bat in New Zealand because there is not much sun and the pitch doesn't break up. But we'll see now with already 4 wickets down. I think New Zealand are hot favorites, and yeah, really hoping that the Monday is a big Monday for New Zealand. Crowds come in and they have a big Monday and a special win.
I'm
for
sure
New
you're all
Zealand.
waking up early before going to work, like to watch the end of this test match and see New Zealand winning this finally. And then we can say CA and NCC sucks because this was not a 3-test match series.
Yeah. And even commentators were saying like we want to leave notes to people. If you want remote working notes, we can share those notes with you so that you can come to watch a historic test match tomorrow. Yeah. I think they should have started this test match one day before, just like Dharamshala test match on that same day. Yeah.
But need to see
True.
who wins the battle of nerves tomorrow.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Interesting.
Yep.
So thank you guys. Thank you for watching us. And thanks Pratik, Manisha and Kunal as well for joining. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk more about this test and this series. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.